There is a multimeter in front of us and there is a clamp meter in front of us. Now we will discuss how to check the AC voltage, DC voltage, resistance, continuity and capacitance of a capacitor by this multimeter. Okay. We will start by checking the voltage. For checking the AC voltage, what you have to do, we have to choose our selector switch on V. Then there are two lead you can see here. Black will be connected in common and red will be connected in V. Okay, so we are going to check the voltage live. So there should be electricity. That's why you have to take proper action during carrying out the job. That means to your proper PP, you should know about the use of tools and equipment. So let's start between R and Y phase. You can see the voltage shows here 395 voltage. Okay, so this is the phase voltage between R and Y. Then R and B, it shows 394, and B and Y, the voltage says 394. That means we have the correct voltage in three bits. So let's measure the voltage between phase and neutral. So one will be connected in neutral, then phase. Okay, so it shows the voltage is 226, the voltage between R phase and neutral. Then Y phase and neutral, it is showing 227, and neutral to B phase, it's showing 226. That means we have present of both three phase and neutral. Okay, so that is how you can check the voltage. Second thing, we are going to check the voltage, that is DC. Okay, so DC means only we can change the DC voltage, so we don't have any DC option here. That's why I have a small battery, 9 voltage battery. I am going to check this battery how much voltage is. Okay, so to check the voltage, it's very simple. The lead will be in the same place, then it will the selector switch will be V phase. What you have to do, okay, so phase will be phase, neutral will be neutral, because as you know DC has polarity. Okay, so let's connect the lead. You can see here, well, okay, you can see here the voltage shows 0.48 voltage DC. It is a 9 voltage battery, but it shows only 0.4. That means the battery is not in good condition. Okay, you can see here the voltage shows 0.48 voltage DC. Okay, so the battery is defective. Okay, so when you will go to check the DC voltage, you have to put the selector switch on V voltage. Okay, so next we are going to check the resistance and continuity. Okay, so to check the continuity, I have a fuse here. Okay, so this is the fuse. I am going to check, is there continuity or no. If there is continuity, the fuse is good. If there is no continuity, the fuse is bad. Okay, so I choose the selector switch on resistance. This is ohm. How to convert into resistance? Just you have to press the yellow button. Okay, even if you check this clamp meter, just what to do, you have to press the blue button. Okay, so just what you have to do, you have to select in ohm or ohm, then push here, then continuity will be shown. You can see there is also signal. You can see there is signal. Okay, so that means we are going to check the continuity. Okay, so it's very simple. The lead will be in same place. What you have to do, just put both. Okay, lead. You can see there is continuity. Okay, so let's remove the fuse. What will happen? If I remove the fuse, you can see there is no continuity. That means there is no connection between two terminal. Okay, so to check the continuity, you have to put in ohm and press the yellow button for this one and press the blue button for this one. Okay, so next we are going to check the resistance. Okay, so resistance. So to check the resistance, again you have to press this. Okay, you can see here the symbol. This is for diode. Okay, so this is the resistance. This is the symbol of resistance. Okay, so resistance can be measured in ohm, kilo ohm and mega ohm. Okay, so as an example, there is an actuator wall. I am going to check the resistance between two terminal. Okay, so first one will be connected here, second one let's connect here. You can see here there is some continuity showing, and the continuity shows in kilo ohm. Okay, as I told you, the resistance may in ohm, kilo ohm or mega ohm. Okay, so check the continuity, you have to check in ohm position. Okay. Next is to check the capacitor. Okay, so we have a capacitor and the capacitance of this capacitor is 8 MFD. Remember one thing, while you are going to check the capacitor, please make sure all the capacitor have a tolerance of plus and minus 5%. That means if the value exceeds 5% or below than 5%, it is acceptable. Okay, so let's check the capacitance of this capacitor. Okay, so what you have to do, we have to change the selector switch to symbol of capacitor. Okay, so this is the capacitor. What you have to do, I have to put two terminal here. Let's check how much microfarad is showing. You can see here it's showing 8.22 mF and my capacitor is 8 mF. That means it is in good condition. Okay, so as I told you, the tolerance of capacitor plus minus 5%. Okay, so that is how you can check a capacitor. Put in capacitor symbol, then connect both terminal with lead. You can see the reading, and the reading should be plus and minus 5% of the capacitance value. Okay, then we are going to check the current by a multimeter. Then we will discuss how to check the current by the clamp meter. First, check how to check the current. When you are going to check the current, you will be very careful because you have to change the lead from here to here. Okay, as you shown in the multimeter, you can check the ampere, milliampere and microampere. Okay, so milliampere means when you are working with any automation, let's say if you are checking any transmitter or switch, there is, the output voltage should be 4 to 20 milliampere. In that case you have to check. But we have a fan. Okay, so fan here. Okay, fan here. This is the fan. I am going to check this fan, how much current it's taking. Okay, how much current is taking. What you have to do, we have to connect this clamp meter with series with this fan. Okay, let's say you can see here both terminal are connected, phase and neutral. What I have to do, I have to remove any of the cable. Let's say I removed neutral cable. Okay, neutral cable. So both terminal are here. Put in ampere. One is amps, another is common. Okay, so switch on. Then when I connected the multimeter in series, the fan will be worked. Then there will be ampere will be shown. Okay, so let's connect. Okay, so this is in power. Okay, terminal. Second one will be connected here. Okay, going to check the ampere of this fan. Okay, what you have to do, you have to connect with series. Okay, so this is the power I connected. Second one I have connected here. You can see here the fan is started and it is showing in the multimeter 0.53 ampere. 0.53 ampere. That means the fan is taking 0.53 ampere to run. So if you want to check the milliampere, just you have to select in milliampere, then this lead to be placed here, then you can check the milliampere. Okay, so that is how you can check the current by multimeter. But mostly when we do carry out preventive maintenance and checking the current, we do use this clamp meter. Okay, so by the clamp meter you can check the current. So what you have to do, don't place two or more multiple cable at a time to check the current. Okay, so this is clamp meter. I have put in ampere. You can see ampere and AC. Okay, what you have to do, you can see here. What you have to do, I have to check the current individually. Okay, so let's say R phase. Okay, so R phase it is showing 0.00 ampere. That means there is no load connected currently. So same thing you have to do, check. You have to check in B phase. Okay, so there is no load connected currently. Okay, so that is how you can check the current by clamp meter. By clamp meter you have to clamp one by one cable. Don't put two or more cable at a time. Okay, then also by this clamp meter you can check the voltage, resistance as well as continuity also.